Hi friends, after studying the Indus River system, the system in which June car runs a bit slow, we will come to the next important river system, that is the Ganga river system. In this Ganga river system, what is the most important part is the origin of the river Ganga. Generally, the UPSC does not ask you too many questions about the Ganga river system in the preliminary examination. That is, you should not, I don't know why, but the questions are not asked on the tributaries of the Ganga river system. Obviously, we should follow the trend, but we should not be too much dependent on the trend. And therefore, we are going to study the Ganga river system in detail. Now, how is this river system? This river system, you know that Ganga originates as the two rivers. One is river Bhagirathi and the other is river Alaknanda. So I have shown here the two rivers, that is one which originates from the Gangotri glacier region is the river Bhagirathi. River Bhagirathi originates from the Gangotri glacier regions in the which region? In the Uttarkashi district of Uttarakhand. So it arises in the Uttarakhand region. You know that the river Bhagirathi originates in the Uttarakhand region in the Uttarkashi district of Uttarakhand. After that, the other stream is river Alaknanda. This entire river is Alaknanda river. It originates from the Satopanth glacier, Satopanth, above a place which is known as Badrinath. So it originates from the Satopanth glacier, again above Badrinath, again in which state? In the state of Uttarakhand. The Ganga originates as river Bhagirathi and river Alaknanda. Bhagirathi originates from the Gangotri glacier, that is what we consider the main Bhagirathi as the main Ganga river, and Alaknanda from the Satopanth glacier. Ganga from the Bhagirathi from the Gangotri glacier and Satopanth from the Alaknanda glacier. Alaknanda from the Satopanth glacier region. Now, when the Alaknanda comes downwards, it is fed by numerous tributaries, or it is made bigger in volume because it is joined by numerous tributaries. And the place in Hindu religion, the place in the language where the two places meet is known as Sangam or Prayag. And hence, there are different Prayags which are when the Alaknanda will come down. The first is when river Dhauli Ganga and river Vishnu Ganga, they join river Alaknanda, they join at Joshimath or at Vishnu Prayag region. This place is known as Joshimath or Vishnu Prayag. Joshimath or Vishnu Prayag. So the river Dhauli Ganga and river Vishnu Ganga join at Joshimath or Vishnu Prayag. Very important what I am doing. This is very important from which examination point of view? More from the prelims point of view. They can ask you, match the column, which of them is not correctly matched. For example, they will give you Mandakini joins river Alaknanda at Karna Prayag or Rudra Prayag. You know from the table the answer is Rudra Prayag. After that, river Pindar joins river Alaknanda at the Karna Prayag region. After river Dhauli Ganga and Vishnu Ganga, which place? Joshimath in Uttarakhand or Vishnu Prayag. After that, river Pindar in the Karna Prayag region. After that, river Mandakini joins river Ganga at the Rudra Prayag region. And the river Nandakini, that is very different from river Mandakini, I have not shown in the diagram, joins river Alaknanda at Nanda Prayag region. In the end, Alaknanda and Bhagirathi join together at Dev Prayag region. Alaknanda and Bhagirathi join together at Dev Prayag, and after this the river is known as river Ganga. So initially river Ganga originates as two head streams or two streams. One is Bhagirathi, what we consider as the main river, and the other river is Alaknanda. These rivers combinedly are known as river Ganga, but after what? After Dev Prayag. Prayag means meeting point, confluence of a two river system. Prayag means meeting or a confluence of two rivers, or what we commonly known as Sangam, the place where the two rivers come together. So the river Ganga is made up of Alaknanda and Bhagirathi, which join together at Devprayag, and after that it is known as river Ganga. But before Devprayag, river Ganga, the river Ganga is before the Devprayag, river Ganga is known as Alaknanda and Bhagirathi. From where does river Bhagirathi originate? From the Gangotri glacier. From where does the river Alaknanda originates? From the Satopant glacier. In which state? In the state of Uttarakhand. Now, before the Devprayag, river Alaknanda is fed by numerous tributaries, and these tributaries are Dhauli Ganga and Vishnu Ganga at, remember, Dhauli Ganga and Vishnu Ganga at Vishnu Prayag. The other name for Vishnu Prayag is Joshimath. How to remember this? This is one of the wonderful places for trekking in the Uttarakhand. So, Joshimath or Dhauli Ganga and Vishnu Ganga at Vishnu Prayag. Vishnu Ganga river obviously will meet at Vishnu Prayag, and this place is known as Joshimath. Uske baad Pindar river. Pindar glacier in the Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve. Pindar river at which place? At Karna Prayag. Uske baad river Mandakini at Rudra Prayag, and after that is the Devprayag region. Then river Ganga continues its southward journey. I hope that you are writing down this table. You note down this table. Because I will rub this table. This table says Dhauli Ganga and Vishnu Ganga Joshimath, Pindar at Karna Prayag, Mandakini at Rudra Prayag, Nandakini at Nand Prayag, Alaknanda and Bhagirathi at Dev Prayag. Then Ganga and Yamuna meet at Prayag, that is the Allahabad region. Then river Ganga continues its southward journey. Continues its journey. In which direction it flows? Remember in the lecture of the introductory lecture of the drainage system in India, what we said? The Great Dividing Line. So it continues towards the Bay of Bengal drainage system. While continuing towards the Bay of Bengal drainage system, it flows through UP, it flows through Madhya Pradesh, it flows through Bihar, it flows through West Bengal, and in the West Bengal, the river Ganga bifurcates or breaks down or bifurcates into different distributaries. One of the distributary of river Ganga is river Bhagirathi. And the other distributary of river Ganga is river Hooghly. River Hooghly. One of the distributary is Bhagirathi, the other distributary is river Hooghly. So see here, Ganga originates also as Bhagirathi, while a distributary, not a tributary. Distributary means the channel, because of the delta region in this. It gets bifurcated into numerous small streams, and this are known as distributaries. We have done that in the delta, that a river is made by tributaries while it ends its life cycle as a network of distributaries in the delta region. So it is made by numerous distributaries. One of the distributary is Bhagirathi and the other distributary is Hooghly. Hooghly, which famous city is located? The famous city of Calcutta port is located on river Hooghly. River Hooghly then enters the Bangladesh region. If this is the Bangladesh, then enters the Bangladesh region, where river Ganga is known as river Padma. It enters the Bangladesh where river Ganga is known as river Padma. River Ganga is known as river Padma. After reaching Bangladesh, it is joined by another river, that is river Brahmaputra, which is known by the name of river Jamuna in Bangladesh. This black line, if I am showing you, is the Bangladesh region. So here river Brahmaputra joins River Brahmaputra joins river Ganga, and this Brahmaputra is known as river Jamuna. Brahmaputra is known as river Jamuna, not Yamuna. It is known as Jamuna. In the Bangladesh region. These two combined rivers are known by the name of river Meghna. These two combined rivers are known by the name of river Meghna, which these two combined rivers are known by the name of river Meghna. River Meghna. And river Meghna is again joined by one small river which originates in the northeast India and joins river Meghna. That is, this river is known as river Surma. Is known as river Surma. And this region forms one of the largest delta in the world. That is, it forms the largest delta in the world, which is known as Sundarbans Delta region. It is known as the Sundarbans Delta region, which goes into the Bay of Bengal. The Sundarbans Delta region is, the name is given because of the dominance of a tree which is known as the Sundari tree, and therefore it is known as a Sundarbans Delta region. So this is the entire life cycle of river Ganga, which originates as the Bhagirathi and Alaknanda, then it is known as Ganga. Then it starts distributing into Bhagirathi and Hooghly. It enters Bangladesh, it is known as river Padma. After entering Bangladesh, here it will be known as river Padma. It is joined by river Jamuna, which is nothing but the name of Brahmaputra in Bangladesh. The combined waters of Ganga and Brahmaputra are known as river Meghna, which is fed by one smaller river of northeast India, that is the river Barak Surma Valley river system. Better remember it as a Barak river system. Barak and Surma river system, and then it forms one of the biggest delta known as the Sundarbans Delta. The name comes from the common tree or the dominant tree of that region, that is Sundari tree, which is a mangrove tree, and it is known as the Sundarbans, a land of Sundari tree. We will do that in the natural vegetation type. So our entire Ganga river system will consist of the studying of, we have studied the initial part, remember the initial part. Now after that, river Ganga obviously is fed by numerous tributaries. One of the most important tributary of river Ganga is river Yamuna. Which joins river Ganga at Allahabad. Now Yamuna originates from where? Yamuna originates from the Yamunotri glacier. The river Yamuna originates from Yamunotri glacier. River Yamuna originates from the Yamunotri glacier. River Yamuna will have some of the tributaries. Ganga will have some of the tributaries which are from the north, which can be from the peninsular region also. We will do that in the next lecture. But remember that river Yamuna flows through numerous states of India, out of which it flows maximum through Uttar Pradesh. The maximum region through which river Ganga flows is through Uttar Pradesh. Then comes West Bengal, and then comes Bihar. If we consider the length of river Ganga, I'm giving you the top 3 states. I'm not giving you Uttarakhand, etc. because you are considered to remember the top 3 states. Lengthwise, river Ganga is maximum in Uttar Pradesh. After that, the common thing we think that it should be in Bihar, but no, it is in West Bengal, and then after that it is in Bihar. So in the next lecture we will study the continuation of river Ganga. We won't go now into the initial part, and we won't go into the later part, and we will study the middle section, that Yamuna ka tributaries, Ganga ka Himalayan tributaries, Ganga ka peninsular tributaries. So you see here, Ganga has the tributaries of both peninsular India as well as of the Himalayan region. But before that, let me revise again. Bhagirathi from Gangotri Glacier, Alaknanda from Satapant Glacier, Alaknanda and Bhagirathi at Devprayag. उससे पहले रुद्रप्रयाग, मंदाकिनी, कर्णप्रयाग, पिंडर, Joshimath or Vishnu Prayag, Vishnu Ganga and Dhauli Ganga. It can come as a match the column. After that, the Ganga flows through numerous states in India. Maximum lengthwise, it is in Uttar Pradesh, then in West Bengal, then in Bihar. Then it enters to, and then it enters the plains. Then it enters the, it enters the Bangladesh region. Before entering the Bangladesh region, river Ganga starts dividing itself into numerous distributaries. One of the distributaries is Bhagirathi, the other distributary is Hooghly, jahan pe on the Hooghly Kolkata is located. After that, what we have is, after entering the Bangladesh region, the river Ganga is known as the river Padma. I have shown you because of the, okay, I will show you again here. Because of the limitations of the board, it is known as river Padma. While river Brahmaputra is known as river Jamuna. They two form the river Meghna, one smaller river of northeast India. It is an independent river. It is neither a tributary of Ganga nor a tributary of Brahmaputra. It is an independent river which joins the Meghna river system. That is the Delta river system. That is the Sundarbans Delta region is Barak region. Barak river, jiska important tributaries are Surma and Kushiara. So remember, it is the Barak river system. We will first study the Brahmaputra river, Ganga river system, then we will study the Brahmaputra, and lastly we will study the Barak river system. Till the time we meet again, thank you very much.